Okay, this will be an interesting one. See if we can make this one come up a treat. This will be a challenging one. Come on. Going to enlarge it 200 to start with. Going to add some contrast. Maybe going to leave that, or maybe let's see if we're going to keep it. We're going to move it to that. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here another one of these, a business tie. Yep, probably worn by some capitalist piggy in the past, and he figured he needed a new tie for his wardrobe. Let's just try and enlarge it and move it around. But yeah, ties are indeed synonymous with big business and small business, but I always associate it with big business. The rich people of the world. It's part of their clothing. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks quite nice. The colours look nice. We're going to maybe enlarge it a bit bigger, or maybe keep it that. But basically, ties are associated with business. You know, like with capitalism, you know, the so-called free market. I don't believe in the free market. I believe it's actually bondage for the human race, especially those less fortunate. But the shit will catch up with the people who are perpetrating it. But basically, the photocopier industry is full of capitalist shit. Shoei Yamana is the CEO of Konica Minolta, and he's a disgrace. I have no respect for him and his type. I don't care what he thinks of me. I don't care if he's watched my videos. I hope he shudders in fear, because I'm sick to hell of him. And if he doesn't like his name smeared all over the internet, he can go fuck himself, because he's going to get it. I will do something to fuck him over. He doesn't like it, it's his problem. Because one day I'll be building photocopiers myself, and they'll be built from materials taken from electronic waste dumps in places like China and India, so that we can fix up the planet, we can clean it up while we're manufacturing a top-notch product. Because the environment and a human race and technology can coexist if it's designed properly. And if we think of the human race and the environment before the dollar, well, we can make a better place, a better world through business. We could use that huge amount of money that we earn from our product. We can use it to improve our planet, to make it a happy and easy and comfortable place to live. Instead of fucking it over and destroying it, we can make it better. We can improve it. We can do some really good work if we let it happen. And the money that I earn as a CEO, I will be punching into scientific experiments, because I'll be a scientist as well as a CEO. I have brain damage at the moment, but the brain damage will be fixed with technology, and I will succeed, and I'll make the world a happier place. That's what I'm determined to do. I don't want to fuck this planet, folks. I want to hire people to assemble these equipments in Australia. It's going to be made in Australia, not made in China or made in Vietnam, which is where some of the countries are being used by Konica Minolta to manufacture their shit. So we're going to make sure that our equipment is made in Australia, and the company is going to be Australian owned. There's going to be 100% Australian ownership and Australian made. The only materials we're going to import, or anything we're going to import, will be the waste materials to be used for manufacturing. So we're going to be recycling like mad e-waste from China and India, for example. We're going to clean up China and India to start with, because they're just such huge dumps where the electronics get dumped. And this is what this shit here is all about, designed for dump. But we are not going to design for fucking dump. We are going to design for our planet. We're going to design for our human race. We're going to make these products last. We're going to give these products super longevity. Sorry if it sounds like advertising when I say the word super. We're going to get away from that shit. We don't want to sound like stupid capitalist idiots who love to use lots of buzzwords and phrases and shit. Honestly, I don't like all that stuff that capitalism likes to talk. We're going to just make it happen. And one of the things I'd like to do as a scientist, because I'm going to become a scientist as well, is that I'm going to basically be finding solutions to problems like climate change, so we can have a bright future for all, so we can fucking do something decent. Now I'm just trying to see how to do this. So yeah, we got to think of our future, folks. We can't just think of the here and now or 2 years down the track. We got to do something, folks, and quick. Because the world is dying, and the human race will go with it. And it's what a tragedy it'd be that such an intelligent race, the human race, ended up killing itself, as well as the environment that supports it. I wonder if we're going to use this. So we got to fucking think outside the box before it's too fucking late, before we end up extinct. I'm going to think outside the box, and that's what I'm going to do. I love thinking outside the box. I love finding solutions and making money so that, of course, I'm going to enjoy some of that money, folks. It's not going to be just all about other people or the human race. I'm still going to enjoy a little bit of luxury, but I'm not going to make luxury the focus. I'm not interested too much in the luxury for me. I want people to experience what I've created. I want people to benefit. Luxury is, to me, just living for luxury is deathly. I might as well be dead. If I'm just going to live to support myself and keep a hoard of money in the bank or in stocks or whatever, wherever else money goes, well, I'm not going to have any shareholders for this corporation. I'm going to own all the shares, because I can't trust any fucking idiot with what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to do it all on my own. I'm going to have my own. I'm going to do everything my way, or it's the highway. So I'm not going to have anyone tell me, like what stock market people, like shareholders apparently can put a lot of pressure on people who have this, who run the company, the CEO. And I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm not going to let anyone influence me to do bad for this planet. I say, stuff you, fuck you. I'm doing it my way or the highway, and I'm going to do it right. Otherwise, if I do it wrong, I'd be better off dead. Someone put a gun to my head and blow me away, because I'm not interested in being a greedy little piglet. I'm not interested in greed. Greed is fucked. Greed is, now this is not looking too good. I'm just not interested in being a greedy little porker. I don't want to be. I'm just not interested in how everything's about money. Everything's about greed. And no one cares anymore for anything that's good. No one cares. It's just totally screwed, and I'm not interested in involving myself in the destruction of this world. It's the last thing I want. Because, when we live in this world, we're put here for a reason, folks. We've almost forgotten that there is a spiritual side to everything, and that this spiritual stuff really does matter. Intuition and whatever, whatever. We've got to have a spiritual side to this. And I'm spiritually connected to the photocopier industry. And to me, the photocopier industry of today is shit. And it does not have a spiritual feel except repulsion. It repels me, the kind of industry that the photocopier industry has become. So I sense that there's something spiritually wrong with the photocopier industry as we know it. We have to fix it. We have to do something. We have to respond by doing things that we love to do. And my interest is the photocopier industry, so therefore I have a spiritual connection with the industry and the equipment. But I don't feel it now because the industry's become such an evil person's game. You believe in good and evil, it does exist, folks. We have to fucking know what is right and what is wrong and act on it as much as we can. Because a lot of people are connected spiritually with the earth as well. My spiritual connection's a bit less conventional, but if I connect myself to the photocopier industry of the future, I am connecting myself to to nature, because I do love nature and I do have a spiritual connection with nature as well. But the photocopier industry is my main thing. And if I do the photocopier stuff correct, the environment will fall into place and we will have a happier, cleaner, greener, more socially acceptable way of living. Sorry about the curls, folks, but apart from the curls, that looks quite nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.